right. So the 7 reasons why we fail, right?
Yeah.
Um, everybody in life fails. And the thing is, they don't realize that they can control if they're going to be successful at that next step or not, because they're not learning from that failure. They're not failing forward,
Right.
not realizing what they failed in. Everyone looks for it to be this big thing. It's not. It's usually just one little small thing,
Yeah.
right? So one of them is lack of persistence, right?
Yeah.
How many times people just after like 2 times of trying anything say fuck it, I give up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what's funny? Everybody calls me, women especially, the most persistent man they've ever met.
Yeah.
No joke. And I'm gonna give you a story about my best friend, not a woman, but I have tons of those woman stories because my
Yeah.
girlfriend currently calls me the most persistent person she's ever met. But my best friend, I would ask him all the time since I pretty much moved out here because he's still in Florida. And I've been out here since 2010. So about 13 years on and off, right?
Yeah.
I'd ask him almost every time I talk to him to move out here
Yeah.
every day. And I'd ask in a different way.
Yeah.
I drop hints, whatever the case may be.
Right. Yeah.
What's crazy is this year he moved out here. It was a short time, but
Yeah.
he's out here. He was working with us. He collected $4,500 in 2 days working with me.
Damn. Yeah.
Yeah. So um persistence. You never know when it's gonna pay off.
Yeah.
People give up too quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
They adopt that failure mindset, as in it's never gonna happen because it hasn't happened.
Yeah.
You gotta have that belief, like whatever you want to happen can and will happen.
Yeah.
You just gotta have patience,
Yeah.
right? Persistence with patience equals all your success.
Yeah.
Um, you got to find new approaches as you do things too, right? Because persistence on doing the same thing over and over and over again, that's just insanity, right? You're doing the same thing, but expecting different results.
Yeah.
You got the persistence down, but you're not putting it in the right area. So you got to come up with new ways, figure out what wasn't working,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So persistence is probably number one for a reason.
Right.
But
Yeah.
um,
Yep.
number two would be lack of conviction. What do you think I mean when I say that?
Um. So conviction. That's kind of like attitude in a way, right? Like the way you
Kind of.
uh,
Yeah,
or kind of like conviction, kind of like a mixture of attitude and approach.
yeah. Okay, that's a good.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put that. I would just say your certainty. What I wrote here is people without conviction go along to get along because they lack confidence and courage.
Yeah.
They conform in order to get accepted. And I've been there. I feel like we've all been there.
Yeah.
As humans,
Yeah.
like at one point in our life, elementary school, high school,
Right.
sometimes
Yeah. Especially
college,
high school. Yeah. Yep.
right? Adults even now. They conform because they don't know what it is that they are truly after.
Yeah.
So you have to decide what you really, really want.
Okay. Yeah.
And here's what's crazy. If it's something worth doing, having, accomplishing, then there's gonna be some hard times, there's gonna be some risks. And a lot of people lose certainty or conviction because of that. But if you understand it going into it, it's going to make the whole process so much easier.
Yeah.
So many people don't fall in love with the process,
Yeah. Definitely.
right?
Yep.
The
Yeah.
process becoming something more.
Yeah.
Everything's wanted now, now, now. Microwave success. Microwave failure too. Like it doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
yeah,
So you got to get convicted and certain and clear on what you want, how to get there, and understand that there will be problems, risks, and rewards.
yeah,
Does that make sense, though?
yeah. That makes sense.
Um, the third one would be rationalization. Well, why would that be a reason we fail? Lies? Lies, you there? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Oh, you froze. Uh,
Oh, okay.
rationalization. Why would that be a reason that we fail?
Just I think it kind of goes back to like belief. I would say just because like doing things within reason or things that you believe in. If it doesn't, then you're kind of just gonna fall off and not continue being persistent and like you said, having conviction in what you're doing.
Well, there's a fine line between analyzing and rationalizing. Analyzing why you lost or didn't get that deal or set, and rationalizing why you didn't get that deal or you're set. Winners analyze, but they don't rationalize. And now on the other side of it, losers rationalize and have a book full of excuses.
Okay.
Oh, it's because of this person and the leads suck and they were called before and versus shit. I just didn't have enough excitement. I sounded like everybody else. So there's a story about Nike. They wanted to get into India,
Mm-hmm.
and the president goes to this junior, and he's like, "Yo, I got an assignment for you." Yeah, and he's like, "Look, if you do this, you have a brand new market, untapped, that you can run." And he goes, "We need to get into India." He goes, "I'm gonna send you there with all the shoes. Just figure out how to sell them." He's like, "Oh my God, you serious? Hell yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I'm going to be the next billionaire selling Nikes to no one that knows about them." So he gets on, he gets to India and he lands and he gets down on his hands and knees and starts crying. And he calls his boss. He goes, "Hey, let's just call him Rick. Hey, Rick, why'd you send me here?" He's like, I can't see. Are you punishing me?" He goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Everyone in India, they don't wear shoes.
Yeah.
So how do you expect me to sell them shoes if they don't wear them?" And he goes, "Okay, I got it, man. No problem. Come back home. Like, we'll put you back in your normal role. Thanks for trying." He goes to another junior. All right. Rick goes to another junior and he's like, "Yo, we got an assignment for you." He goes, "What's anything for you, Rick? What do you got?" He goes, "If you do it, you're going to run an untapped market your way, and you're going to make a piece of every shoe that you sell." He's like, "All right, cool. What's the project?" He goes, "You're going to go to India. It's untapped. You're going to sell all the Nikes there, and you're going to make it a big success." He goes, "Yeah, hell yeah, let's do this, Rick." So he gets on the plane and he goes to India and he fucking gets on his hands and knees and starts crying, just like the last guy. He calls Rick. He goes, "Hey, Rick." Rick's like, "Yo, what's up, man? How's the flight?" He goes, "Good, man. But why'd you pick me to send to do this?" And he goes, "Because I see a lot of potential." And he goes, "Man, I just want to thank you so much. We're going to be rich." And he goes,
Yeah.
"What do you mean?" He goes, "They don't wear shoes in India.
Yeah.
I'm going to sell everybody a pair of shoes."
Yeah. Yeah.
What's the difference?
They have different mindsets, different perspectives.
Perspective.
Yeah.
Same scenario,
Yeah.
rationalize and analyze. Remember, rationalize. Um, four would be dismissal of past mistakes. What do you think I mean?
Kind of like what you were saying about failing forward. If you're not like making sense of how you failed or why you failed, you just keep doing the same things. It's insanity.
1000%. Some people live and learn, some just live.
Yeah,
Failure is a teacher if we have the right attitude.
yeah,
Wise men know nothing, and a fool knows all. You have that friend that thinks they know everything,
yeah.
and they don't know nothing because they're in the same situation as they were years ago,
Mhm.
talking about the same stories.
Yep.
You remember when?
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, we just talked about that 2 weeks ago. Yeah, my view looks like a poster, doesn't it?
Yeah, the background.
It's not though. It's so dope. It's so
Got a
dope.
green screen going on back there or something.
Okay, so you have to absolutely you have to fail forward. You have to learn from your mistakes. You
Yeah,
put your hand on the fire and you get burned. Okay, mistake. You do it again, stupid.
yeah,
You know,
yeah,
that's why kids' brains aren't as developed as adults. So live and learn. Don't just live.
yeah,
It's okay to make mistakes, but it's not okay to repeat them.
yeah,
Trust me, when I was going through everything, when I was 20, going through it door to door and everything like that, I was beating my head on the same branch. Attitude, attitude, attitude. Took
yeah,
me forever because I wouldn't live and learn. I was just living,
yeah, yeah.
you know?
Yep.
Five is the big one. Lack of discipline. I mean, I don't really need to say much.
Yeah,
How many people are waking up at the same time every single day? How many people are making their bed every single day
yeah,
before they leave? How many people drive the same way to work, hold themselves to a certain standard when they say something? They show up, discipline. It gets you so far,
hmm,
but it gets you so far behind when you have none of it.
yeah,
It's and people don't realize it. Oh, look at Ripley. People don't realize it. It's the key to every success story. It's the common denominator.
yeah,
They were consistent. They were disciplined in their faith, their routine, their belief. They were disciplined to the mission.
yeah,
They were disciplined to themselves. Because every time we snooze, we're not snoozing on anyone but ourselves and our dreams.
yeah,
Every time
yeah,
we do what we say we got to do or take that one little step forward, we're just doing it to ourselves. Self discipline. It's self control.
yeah,
It's sacrificing, avoiding distractions and temptations, staying focused. Blinders like a horse during a race. Why do they put blinders on them? You know
yeah.
why?
Oh, why you ask me? Just so that you stay in your lane, you focus on yourself.
So they don't get distracted.
Yeah,
Horses like to follow. Oh, one vision, one mission, one focus. Rhinos only have eyes on the back, on the front of their head.
yeah.
Cows can see sideways. Which one's charges forward faster?
Definitely the horse.
Rhino.
Oh, you said okay.
Rhino. Right. Um, what's funny is the rhino is actually the mascot of sales.
Hmm.
Did you know that?
Never knew that. No.
Yeah, they have thick skin. They charge ahead. They can only see forward. When they go after something, they put their horn first and just charge full speed ahead. You know, look up
Yeah.
Scott Alexander, Damn the Torpedo, or the Rhinoceros story, or the Rhinoceros Success, some shit like that.
Okay.
Scott Alexander, great book, fucking love it.
Yeah.
Um, Number 6. This. I kind of had this a lot too. Poor self esteem. Honestly, I've been there like recently, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's a lack of self respect and a belief that you have low self worth, right? It's a
Yeah.
low place to be. Like I told you, it's the lack of self respect, self worth, right? But these people are always trying to find themselves versus creating the person they want to be. Right? Because how
Yeah.
many people say I have to go find myself?
Yeah.
You ain't lost. I'm looking right at you.
Yeah.
What you mean
Yeah.
find yourself? You can't touch yourself? No,
Yeah.
Casper. But those people don't realize that they had the full control of their life.
Yeah.
They can create. I pictured living in a place like this months ago.
Yeah.
Shit, I pictured this lifestyle years ago. Are you good?
Yeah.
You good?
I'm good. Yeah.
Let me know. You can talk to him.
Yeah. No, I'm good. Go
So
ahead.
you got to picture it and you got to create it. Like I have since I've been with Limelight, I have created products. I have had created promotions for myself. I've created games to get promoted. I've created uh literally like the entire office was touched by me and my bloodline.
Yeah.
So you got to, like Mike says, it's create or be out created.
Yep.
Don't find
Yep.
yourself, create yourself.
Yeah.
Once you create yourself, you'll know what you're worth. When you find yourself, it's like, oh, what's that worth?
Yeah.
Did it come
Yeah.
like that? No, when you build something, it means more. So with that, a lot of people put labels. I'm happy because I'm in this relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy because I'm this position and I have this title, right?
Yeah.
I'm worth this much because I get paid this much. It's not true.
Right.
You're worth what you think you're worth.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I love my job, my commission job. Like I'm kind of I'll be honest, I'm in a little bit of a funk this week. There's a lot of things, a lot of shifts happening, right? The last 3 days, I didn't take many demos yesterday. I kind of took yesterday off a little bit, but the day before, I took like 5 demos, 0 for 5.
Yeah.
Day before that, like 0 for 4.
Yeah.
Today, 0 for 4. Like it's insane. And
Mm-hmm.
it's inside of me.
Yeah.
I don't blame nothing else. I'm just trying to figure it out inside of me
Yeah.
because it's never anything else. And right now, it might be a little bit of my self esteem, my belief.
Yeah.
That's why I chose to run this one a little bit for myself too, there, but it's all right, Lars. Um, so don't label yourself. You may have failed, but you're not a failure until you stop trying.
I got you. Yeah.
Number 7, fatalistic attitude. What do you think I mean?
I mean, I never heard that word before, but I'm assuming it's um just like accepting your failure, like you said, fail forward.
Yeah, exactly, man. This having this attitude prevents people from accepting responsibility for their position in life.
Yeah.
Ah, woe is me. I'm here because my mom. I'll tell you this story too. There was two. I don't know if I told you this story, but there's two brothers that grew up in the same household, right?
Yeah.
Um, both. grew up around an addictive, alcoholic, abusive father, crackhead mother, violence and drugs in the household. One was a super successful CEO, and one stayed in the same neighborhood, lived three houses down, passed it on, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they're interviewing the guy in the hood, and they're like, "Yo, how did you end up where you're at?"
Yeah.
Right? And they're like, "Well, I grew up with an addictive, abusive, alcoholic father, a crackhead for a mother. There was violence and guns in the household, so it was just my destiny. Like it's what I
Yeah.
saw.
Yeah.
So what can I do?" They asked the other brother, CEO, "Hey, how did you become so successful?" He's like, "Well, I had an addictive, alcoholic, abusive father, a crackhead for a mother. There was violence and guns in the household, and I didn't want that for my kids. So I had to do a different thing.
Yeah.
So I'm at where I'm at because of what I saw. Fatalistic attitude. He didn't accept responsibility for where
Yeah.
he was. He
Yeah.
blamed
Yeah.
the brother, accept the responsibility. I got a story for everything.
Yeah, it seems that way, right?
All right. But it makes it make sense though.
Yeah, no, I think that kind of like locks it into place when people put in an example, so it's easier to understand.
Yeah, it's like a spelling bee.
Yeah,
Spell it and give me in a sentence.
yeah,
It's like, okay, now I got to understand the word.
yeah,
Um, so you're at they attribute success and failure to luck. Fatalistic attitude people attribute success and failure to luck. Oh, that person got lucky. My mom
yeah,
has the most fatalistic attitude in the world. My dad,
yeah,
yeah, those people just got lucky. I wish I had those money.
yeah,
They got all the money.
yeah,
Like they think they had the better hand versus
yeah, yep,
not learning how to play the hand.
right,
Your own happiness and success and luck is created by the attitude that you have,
mm-hmm.
by the way that you fail. So the seven reasons that you can be successful, you got to have persistence. You got to have conviction, be clear and concise. You got to analyze and not rationalize.
Yeah,
You got to learn from your mistakes. So don't dismiss the past mistakes. Take the best and leave the rest. Okay.
yep,
You got to have a lot of discipline, self discipline.
mm-hmm.
Okay. Blinders. You got to think highly of yourself. You got to think who you want to be before you become that person. Your thoughts are
Right,
things,
yeah, yeah,
and you can't have a fatalistic attitude. You got to have
yeah,
a very giddy, I'm going to get it. I call it staying silly attitude.
yeah,
So the seven reasons why we fail are the same reasons and the same seven reasons why we can succeed.
yeah,
So look at every area that you have of those and figure out, are you failing or succeeding in it?
yeah, okay,
Does that make sense?
yeah, makes sense. Yeah, kind of just using those theories and
It's just
applying it.
habits.
Yeah,
It's consistent daily habits, right? And mindset. So success isn't this big event that happens, man. This
yeah,
is successes. It's successful habits repeated on a daily basis or successful actions repeated on a daily basis.
yep,
Okay. Now,
yep.
here's the crazy part: failure, bad habits repeated daily.
Yeah, pretty much the opposite of that, right? Yeah, so
It's all habits. Wake
yep,
up, make your bed.